So this is a quick look at the new Air 3 wetsuits. We've been making wetsuits for 5 years now, so the DJI drones and Autel drones can fly in the rain every day in the pouring rain, because that's when the skies get angry, and that's when it's cool to take pictures and take video. Not to mention to look for your alien ship in the clouds, because I'm always doing that. So what we have here is we have the wetsuit, and you'll notice that the motors and the camera don't have any protection because they don't need it. They're waterproof. The camera can record underwater. The thing about the Mavic 3, the Air 3, the Air 2, the Air 2S, the Mavic 2, they really have a good lens that offers protection in the rain. You'll hardly ever see the rain through the lens. But the Mini 3 and the Mini 2, they have a smaller lens. They will get compromised much more easily than, say, these type of drones for flying in the rain. So I create my own design based on two things. One, a minimal look, and to keep the weight underneath 0.3 ounces, which is incredibly light. So in order to do that, I don't want to cover the entire drone. I just want to focus on the weak links. And one of the weakest links on all of the drones are the vents. And the vents, they don't bring in air, despite what people might say, but they do release hot air. So you can't just cover up the vents. You have to protect the vents to stop the rain from being able to get in. And we do that utilizing the wetsuit. On the Air 3, you have these dips in the front of the drone. I was able to take advantage of that and create like this lightning bolt effect. It came out beautiful. Absolute beautiful detail for the wetsuit. I absolutely loved it. And it just gave a whole new presentation design to the wetsuit itself. Now, the reason why I put those strips on top is because at the lake house, I'm able to fly from above the drone. And it's really cool to be able to see those color legs for a visual when I'm flying. It just makes it easier to see the drone. The other thing is the wetsuit is obviously it protects the drone from scratches and bumps. And when you're in a storm and you're getting in and out of the car, back and forth, you're bumping the drone. So having that protection is just fantastic for the drone itself. And then when you go to resell it, you don't have all those scratches on it. It looks like a much better drone. So that's a hot tip. The other thing is the install only takes about 5 minutes, because working with the neoprene and the 3M adhesive is so easy. You could take it on, put it back on, take it off for the first couple hours before it starts to get really tacky. So if you make a mistake, you could just peel it right off and put it back on. Underneath the drone, there's a lot going on. The sensors are the #1 thing that burns out on a drone in the rain. #1. So you've got to protect the sensors. They have to be protected. The other thing is, in the rain, your drone will have a tendency to force land because the sensors on the bottom are getting confused. So once again, being able to protect those sensors is key to flying in the rain. And the setup that we use, it's perfect. We have never had a drone go down in the rain or over the lake or over the ocean in a forced landing. And you hear a lot of people that get forced down over the water. It's because the sensors are getting confused with reflection. Protect those sensors and you've got a completely new drone that you can rely on. So in this video that you're going to watch, you're going to see the Air 3 in the absolute pouring rain. I was looking at a cloud looking for alien contact and trying to communicate with it. And all of a sudden, the rain just starts coming down. And I knew it was coming because we could see the storm clouds forming around. But the sunlight gave me the ability to capture the rain in an absolute downpour. So you have total confidence with the Air 3 with the wetsuit. The other thing I want to touch on is the battery and the power button. These are the next two weakest links on the drone, because when the battery gets wet, the controller disconnects from the drone and the drone crashes. So we have put tremendous focus on protecting the power button, the battery, and even the lights on the back of the battery. And we use a system, it's a compression system. You have the 3M adhesive, you have a special cutout part that protects it, and you have pressure that goes against it to create an airtight seal. And that you will find on every wetsuit from Phantom Rain, because it's that important to protect the battery. And we do a beautiful job. It's not frustrating to use. You won't even know it's there, but you will know that no matter what happens, battery is never going to be an issue in the rain. Yeah, so I have the Air 3 geared up with the wetsuit, and I am hoping for some heavy rain. And I look outside and I see this cloud that's lit up, and I'm interested. And I'm also panning the sky because I could see the storm is starting to form. And I'm thinking, you know what? This is it. This is what I've been waiting for, to be able to test out the wetsuit on the Air 3 in real life conditions. And this is really looking promising. Meanwhile, I don't see any lightning, and I'm panning back and forth, and I'm negotiating these few birds that are really harassing my drone. And it's nice to have those sensors that show me whether or not the bird is on top of me or on the bottom. So I'm negotiating these birds, and see that tower right there? That tower gets a lot of lightning. I mean, on the last storm, there might have been 300 bolts of lightning, if not more. And I was able to capture a lot of those strikes and got some amazing pictures. So I'm keeping my eye on that tower. But I'm also very intrigued by this cloud. And so you're going to see me zoom into that cloud. And I'm looking for anything. I'm looking for a UFO, a ship, a hand wave, alien. I have no idea. I just know that this cloud is intriguing. It's lit up, and you know, I'm sure it's sun refraction, but it's just insane how bright this cloud was compared to everything else. So here you see me zooming in a little bit. You can see those dark clouds above. Now it's not raining yet. There's no rain. It's about to. But right now, the rain wall is forming, and these black clouds are rolling in. And I'm just amazed with this white cloud. And I edited out at least 10 minutes of footage of me and this white cloud communicating to each other. But meanwhile, I'm waiting for the rain. I know it's coming. It's just a matter of waiting for it. So, oh, there's that bird. There was one bird. You just saw it go by. Okay, there's 4 of them in total. But that's the kind of bird. It's a little bird. So, yeah, so I'm looking very closely at this cloud. I finally give up on this cloud, and the rain starts coming down. And you can see the rain because the sun is refracting its light on it, and you can see every single drop. And this is so rare because normally you won't have this happen. You won't see the rain coming down. But in this particular video, I am going to capture more raindrops than I ever thought I could. And the Air 3 is negotiating all this rain beautifully. Now, I knew the wetsuit was going to do good because it's based off the design of the Mavic 3 wetsuit. And so it was going to do really well. And as you can see, when you turn the drone, now you can't see the rain as much, but the minute you go back towards that sun, you can see the rain. You can see it too if you look at the street and different things. And you can see there's some props in the video from the lens being so wet. But there's no lightning. And the rain is coming down. Meanwhile, I'm looking for lightning. I'm also negotiating those birds. At the same time, I'm thinking about getting the Mavic 3 up in the air to film the Air 3 in the rain. I thought that would be amazing. But I'm fiddling with it with one hand, flying with the other, trying to get somebody to help me. And it's not going. So I am still flying in the rain. You can still see the rain, the sun, everything is going incredibly well. And it just keeps coming down. And eventually it just keeps getting harder and harder. It's the perfect rain for me to test out the wetsuit. And then I spin around and I see, I think, a rainbow. And I look for the rest of it. I don't see it. And it's still raining. You just can't tell because the light is not on it. And there's the tower. So my focus is on the tower because that's where the lightning goes. If you saw my last thread on the forum, you would know how many amazing, brilliant shots of lightning I captured. It was just unbelievable. A couple hundred pictures in one night. So I'm keeping an eye on that. Meanwhile, it's continuing to rain. The rainbow was behind me, but it hasn't quite formed yet. There's like another rainbow here. It's very slight. And I'm just looking. Right now, I'm keeping an eye on those birds because the sensors are going off on the top and they're going off on the bottom. And that's one of the cool things about these sensors is they do a really good job of letting you know where the birds are when you're in a static position. That's when it really pays off. So I'm thinking about going towards the tower to see if the lightning is going to collect over there. And I don't see any lightning. And I'm also thinking now would be a good time to test if the drone wants to force land into the water. Now I have the sensors protected really, really well. So no amount of rain, no amount of water, no amount of going low to the water should force me or the drone to force land. But I am going to eventually test it out. And I'm still keeping my eye on the tower, zooming in a little bit, hoping to capture a lightning strike. And because it's very difficult to get lightning during the day. It's incredibly difficult. So I'm just amazed. So let's see. Is it still raining? Can you see it? Okay, so the light's refracting. It is still raining. And I'm just holding out, waiting to see what the storm's going to bring me. Because you can't force a storm. So you literally have to choose where you want the camera to be and hope the action takes place in that direction. That's why I tell everybody, if you want to get an amazing picture, you got to frame your shot and hope the lightning comes. Oh my, there's those birds. Yeah, Larry Curly and Mo. And they have been messing with me this entire time. So at least I got them in a visual now. And I know what they're up to. So you've got light refracting because I'm directly into the sun. And I never use filters because sometimes filters can ruin the shot. They can make it better, but they can also ruin the shot. This way, without the filters, I have a chance of getting everything I want without missing a beat. Okay, it's starting to rain a lot harder. And I'm thinking I need to show how hard it's raining. So I'm bringing it back. It's a visual line of sight. And I'm going to pan around to kind of give an idea how hard it is raining, because this is good, serious rain. And a great test for the wetsuit, and to inspire confidence in those that are going to get the wetsuit and wonder not, should they go up in the rain? The wetsuits are designed to negotiate the rain, and they've been doing it for years. So you can see this is a really good rain. Really good. No lightning. Can't believe it. But the rain is coming down. And I got a pretty good shot of it. Again, 90% of the time you don't see the rain, no matter how hard it's raining. It's because of the sun hitting that rain in such a way that you can see it so well. So I'm looking still for the lightning. Never give up on the lightning. Now I'm going to pan down towards the water, give you a better idea how hard it's coming down, and to test the sensors and the drone itself. A lot of people will struggle over the water because the sensors get confused and they force land. And with the way the wetsuit protects the sensors, that should never happen. So I'm just coming down to the water in the pouring rain to see how the drone is going to react. And I'm pretty confident. Like, I'm not having any worries. The sensors are almost exactly the same as on the Air 2S and as the Mavic 3. They're just a carbon copy of each other, really. There's the rainbow. It's back. A little stronger this time. I'm closer to it, I guess. But God, look at the rain. That is really serious rain. So I'm seeing the rainbow. I see it go up. I get an idea how far it goes from one spot to the other. I'm negotiating whether I should take a picture and jump out of the video. Should I change the exposure and make it more cleaner? Yeah, I'm not having a real good result with that, so I just go back. You sometimes can lose focus on what you're doing when you're flying in the air. 1 minute you're on the rain and lightning, and the next minute you're on the haunted tower, and then you're on a cloud, and then you're on a rainbow, and you're all over the place sometimes. Because you just don't know what you're going to find interesting. And you don't know what you're going to miss out on. You know, am I missing out on the lightning while I'm, showing everybody how hard it rains? There's a lot going on. And those cloud shelves were beautiful. I obviously got some pictures of those I'll post. But, yeah. But notice the lens. Notice the lens. Never really an issue with the lens. Same on the Mavic 3, same on the Mavic 2, the Air 2, the Air 2S. The only time you'll see problems is on the Mini 2 every now and then, and on the Mini 3 as well. The lens is just too small, not protected well. But look at this. Just amazing how hard it is raining, and the lens is crystal clear. Crystal. It's like not even a drop. And so I just keep messing around. Left the rainbow behind to come back to trying to land on the water. And I'm pulling the stick down a little bit. Just checking the drone out the best I can. Now, eventually I'll be testing out the rescue jacket out on the lake, on the boat. And that's going to be a blast because I love that rescue jacket. So much fun. So much fun. So I think we're coming to the end of the line. I think the rain's slowing down, and I'm getting ready to end it. So I took the Air 3 up one more time tonight, and it was raining, and I thought there might be some more lightning. So I get the drone up, and I'm going to cut out about 45 minutes of this and show you just a few clips. And basically, it's the same clip over and over again, so you can see it. So nothing's happening. All of a sudden, there's a flash in the sky. This is going to happen in 2 seconds. There it is. I'm going to show it to you again because it's very fast. And this is normal speed. There it is again. And one more time. And this is why I tell you that 60 frames a second is so key. Because look at what really took place in that flash. And if you didn't do 60 frames, there's a really good chance that you wouldn't get the picture. And yet there it is. It's not spectacular, but it shows you that hidden within all that flashing light can be something absolutely amazing for your collection. So if you're still watching this video and you want a wetsuit, email me at phantomwetsuits@gmail.com and you will get a 2-color design package. So you will have both the rescue red and the black, or the neon blue and the black, or the lunar purple and the black. Basically, whatever color you decide, you will get 2 colors. And that'll help you kind of design your own look for your Air 3. The wetsuits are $94.95. Shipping is $9.95 most places in the US. For international customers, you guys get something a little different. I give you the extra parts package because I don't want to ship out twice. So you're a little bit ahead of the game if you make a mistake. Again, the install is only 5 minutes. It's really hard to make a mistake with this type of material. But just in case, you also get the 2-color design package. Just got to email me at phantomwetsuits@gmail.com and let me know you saw the YouTube video, and I'll send you an invoice. You have shipping of $19.95 for like 10 days. If you need it a lot quicker, it's $49.95. It's guaranteed to be there within 3 to 4 days. And you'll get the extra parts package, the 2-color design. And if you need extra battery covers, you can let me know that too, and I can help you with that. All right. Thank you.